Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. In peace, people usually tend to forget three people: soldier, farmer and the doctor. Since all the media is busy with Riya Chakravarti and drug scandal, we are here to appreciate the real heroes of a country, the backbone of a nation. Since the independence, Lal Bahadur Shastri was the only Prime Minister who sincerely gave high praise to farmers and soldiers, and also said and meant Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, because soldiers and farmers form the country's structure. But all other politicians, independent of the political parties, always used farmers as the vote banks, and they never wanted farmers to be rich and independent. They never wanted farmers to clear the loans, because if they do, then the political career will be ruined. Since in every elections, these political parties use the same agenda for their election. They make millions of promises but fulfill none.
Recently in Karnataka state, Kumaraswamy had promised to clear all the loans of the farmers if they came to power. And rest you all know what happened when he came to power. Yes, all these farmers' condition will never be good. They think it's impossible. But after Lal Bahadur Shastri, here comes Narendra Modi, who promised to double income of the farmers by 2022. And to keep his promise, they made a plan. He has a visionary thought and tried by changing old laws of farmers' condition may be improved.
Sometimes you see the cost of onions in Karnataka is very high, but at the same time in neighboring states these will be in excess and will be rotting in the market. Also, farmers cannot go to different places to sell his products. He has to sell it in his own Jilla Mandi, who then sells it further. So these farmers get no or low profit. And Modi government has made 3 important bills which has already been passed in the Lok Sabha.
First one is APMC bill. According to this bill, farmer can sell their products privately as well as to the government. Farmers can go to other districts and states and sell their products freely without any restrictions. They can also sell their products online. But the opposition says that MSP will be cut. MSP means minimum support price, which at present situation is very low. If the bill is passed, farmers will get higher prices. Also, opposition thinks commission agents will lose their earnings.
Contract farming bills. According to this bill, farmers can get in contract with big corporations, but it will be problematic to small farmers since big companies wouldn't sign contract with small farmers. And also, there are possibilities that if a farmer is stuck in a legal issues, they will be stuck forever since their financial conditions are very low. But small farmers can form an association and sign into this with the big companies through which they will get a good amount of money.
3. Essential Commodities Bill. In this act, essential commodities like rice, dal, onion and potatoes will be removed from the list of essential goods, by which they can stock this in high quantity. Earlier they couldn't. But why is the opposition and Congress opposing this? I think these politicians have tendency to forget what they say. It is rightly said, liars need a good memory. And we will say why we are saying this. In 2019, according to Congress manifesto, it is clearly stated that Congress will repeal APMC and also Essential Commodities Act. But when the present government is doing this, why is the Congress interfering?
Also in 2014, they are told they will exclude fruits and vegetables from APMC. Also, they have implemented in the ruling states. Even Dr. Manmohan Singh made a committee in 2013 for the same, and now the same government is opposing it. This is the opposition who is inflating the poor farmers. Now again, Congress wants it to implement in Gujarat in trial basis, and if it is successful, they want to implement in other states.
Not only Congress, there was a fault of BJP too in Rajya Sabha. When this bill to be passed, Speaker asked for the voice vote. According to this, people in favor has to say aye and who are not has to say no. But in the rule book, it is clearly written, even if a single person opposes this motion, Speaker has to take digital vote, which will be recorded permanently. But Speaker did not follow the rules. Also get suspended 8 MP for misconduct of rules. Speaker should be clearly independent of both the parties. But here it seemed he was partial and political. And when asked to the Speaker, he gave silly reasons. Now leave APMC. But where is the democracy? Opposition boycotted the Rajya Sabha and more than 15 bills will be passed without the opposition.
Facts check. 52% of people in India are farmers, even though farmers' situation is weak in India.
Farmers contribute 17 to 18% of the country's GDP. Still, farmers are not provided proper facilities.
Farmers' income in India is 6,400 rupees per month.
Still, in India, farmers hesitate to take loans from banks. They approach zamindars who take high interest. Farmers' suicide is increasing rapidly.
Because of the mandi, farmers get only 10 to 23% of the profit.
72% of the youth are related to farming background, but only less than 1% wants to pursue farming. This is because farmers are not well treated in the country. They know how hard it is to be a farmer.
Farmers' financial condition is very low. They are the real heroes and not the fictional one you see in TV. You just don't have any idea what the farmers are going through. Whatever you buy from the market, farmers get very low share of it. For example, farmer sells at 15 rupees, wholesale price is 30 to 35 rupees, and when it is packed, price goes more than 120 sometimes. And now imagine the profit of the farmers.
Since the time of Britishers, they never thought about the welfare of the farmers. They made a marketing board so that they can make farmers permanently poor and always be in debt. You know that's a tactic. Even after these many years of independence, our politician mentally hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed is the name from marketing board to Mandi Samiti.
Britishers wanted to keep people in control, and politicians are keeping their votes in control. It is kind of a monopoly that only Mandi will buy from farmers and sell at 100 times high prices to the consumers. There is no profit to the farmer. This should end because this is a clear exploitation of a farmer's right to get a proper price for his harvest.
Farm bills is good. But what if Mandi is replaced by big MNCs and ate livelihood of farmers? In fact, when Mandi system was set up, it was meant to operate as a pro-farmer lobby and not a pro-money-making chamber. What if these MNCs aren't a pro-farmer but all about monopoly and acquisition? And did British come to India for trade and then enslaved India? Maybe MNCs are other face of East India Company, or maybe a new face of Indian agriculture.